The army called him 504075. The world recognized him as Honorary Captain GCO Ram Bahadur Limbu VC MVO. Limbu VC, the youngest Gurkhali VC holder, VC Sahib. But to us, 10 grandchildren, he was our Bade, loving, caring, and playful. From a young age, we called him VC Bade, VC Bade. We all assumed his name was VC, and not Ram Bahadur Limbu.
Captain Ram Bahadur Limbu, VC, was born in the far east of Nepal, in Changtapu, not far from the Indian border. At 17, he joined the 10th Princess Mary's Own Gurkha Rifles, and not long after, he found himself engaged in a conflict in Borneo, triggered by Indonesia's opposition to the formation of Malaysia. November 1965. Limbu's battalion were ordered to dominate a position 5 kilometres into what was then Indonesian territory, in Sarawak.
Once the enemy knew the Gurkhas were there, they came under heavy fire. 2 of Limbu's platoon were severely injured. Limbu proceeded to first crawl, then sprint 50 metres across open ground, totally exposed to rapid machine gun fire in order to rescue his friend. Once he got the first to safety, he then went back for the second. Then he made a 3rd trip to retrieve their Bren gun. Limbu was just 26 years old when he won the Victoria Cross.
For his actions that day, he was awarded Britain's highest military decoration. His young sons understood little of it at the time. Now, along with their country and the world, they remember the man behind the VC.
The first thing is, Ram Bahadur Limbu is my father, because he's our main person in the house.
Yeah, now it's you, isn't it?
Yeah, now it's me, so everybody, I'm the one who, because my brother's died, so I'm the one.
How are you doing?
Yes, I'm fine now at the moment, but I'm just thinking I'm just going to do it as what my father did. I just follow the steps.
Over several days, a number of commemorations will be held to mark VC Limbu's life. First, his casket is brought to his old house in Kathmandu.
He would spend hours watching Kung Fu movies, especially Jackie Chan and Bruce Lee, on YouTube. He was also a big fan of Tamil action movies. We would have a lengthy discussion on Tamil action heroes and Hollywood. Sometimes it got pretty heated. I guess we can't have that anymore. Great sense of humor. We'll miss his dad jokes, hybrid disco and Nepali dance moves, and our life will not be the same. Farewell, Baba. Rest in peace.
Next, a service at British Gurkhas Nepal packs out a sports court, the place where the careers of so many Gurkhas starts and ends. Draped in the flag of a country not his own, but that he served for so many years, the British Army say their farewells. Eventually, the soldier's military effects are handed over to his widow by Lieutenant General Peter Pearson on behalf of King Charles III. "I'll take good care of them," she tells him.
All the young soldiers who joined the Brigade of Gurkhas, no matter which regiment, were all inspired by the fact that they had a Victoria Cross in the Brigade of Gurkhas. And of course, we no longer have one. There were 7, I think, when I was young. Now there are none. It's just the end of an era, really.
He was generous, he was interesting, and he was quite funny. He's quite cheeky. Joshy, as we like to say.
Joshy?
Yeah. It means he's brave. You know, he's brave, and he has something about him, and he never really lost that sort of fire that made him get up that day in 1965 and win his VC.
The casket is then loaded onto a plane and flown to Damak, where VC Limbu lived when he finished his service. And although the crowds came out in the capital, it's nothing compared to his hometown. Organising the ceremonies has been a challenge for the grieving family.
My name is Preena Limbu. I'm the eldest daughter of the eldest son of Ram Bahadur Limbu VC.
You've got kind of a lot to juggle, making sure that everybody, all of those institutions are able to say goodbye, right?
Yes. If it was just us, a family running this funeral service, which is just for our baji, dad or grandfather or a brother, then obviously it would have been a lot simpler. But now we have to share, in a sense, we have to share because we know it, he is one of the most prestigious and the brave person in the world. It's a lot. It's just a lot at the moment. It's quite overwhelming, actually.
Hundreds join the funeral procession as the casket is paraded through the streets of Damak on its final leg of the journey to the temple built by VC Limbu for his community and the place he chose to be laid to rest. In his 87 years, he did much beyond his VC gallantry. He built roads, a school, a temple. He campaigned for pensions, compensation and medical help for veteran Gurkhas, and now has his own trust to help social causes here in Nepal. And the city of Damak has come out to show they care. 11 days of mourning lie ahead. Amongst Kirati people, the tribe to which the Limbus belong, during days 1 to 4 only plain foods are eaten, no salt, oil or spices. From day 4 they begin to eat normally, but remain inside the house, together until the 11th day.
On the 11th day we'll have a big puja, a ritual, which is again celebration of life in the sense that on that day we'll do a puja to let the God knows that we freed our granddad and he can have him, and we'll do a ritual saying to him, we are all fine, we'll be fine, you are free to go. You can reside beside the God, which we call it in our language Mangim. On the 11th day he will be our Mangim as a God for us as a family. So whenever we pray, we'll pray to him, he will be our messenger to a God.
So he's not gone?
It definitely is not gone. It's just a physical form. That's what we say.
I want to speak on behalf of all your 10 grandchildren and 1 great-granddaughter. We love you, we miss you, side by side or miles apart. Grandfathers will always be close at heart.
Hannah King, Forces News in Damak in the east of Nepal.